Where is the value still remain?
So what we're seeing across the board is that people want to travel. There's this huge jailbreak going on, and we're seeing very strong spring break traffic, better than we expected we would see. And we are also seeing very good forward bookings. So we're seeing bookings for the summer months start to pick up, and the booking curve lengthening, which we view very favorably. And we think that the quarter will start off better than we had originally thought, and then go through the summer months, at least through Labor Day, being fairly strong.
The numbers that we've talked about in terms of some of the moves that we've seen, there's more left, or if you're not in yet, wait till they pull back?
This is scary, Joe, because these stocks, for the most part, are back to pre-pandemic levels, and the earnings are not. And so we'd be very careful about where we'd put new money, because they're starting to anticipate 2023 earnings. We don't have the industry in general profitable until that year. So we'd look at the ultra low-cost airlines like Spirit is one of our top ideas. And then if you think that international will come back, I just heard your last discussion with Andrew about vaccine and not getting around the world and so on and so forth. If international doesn't come back until 2022, these stocks will probably pause for quite a while before they have another leg up.
Right. Till the fundamentals grow into to where the multiples are right now. Kara, do you
exactly?
You got some good nuggets in there that maybe haven't moved yet, or would you wait and maybe be more opportunistic in the future?
Well, we've been talking reopening essentially since June, so this is not a new story. And to buy an airline stock now, such as Southwest, great company, but it's pretty close to its all-time high. As Helene said, hi, Helene, I covered airlines a long time ago. So what we own on the transportation and travel side are two names, Booking Holdings and Wabtec. So Booking, of course, it's the old Priceline.com. And there's three legs of its momentum. You've got domestic travel that started already, international travel, which will be as we get more people vaccinated. And then, of course, eventually we're going to have a business travel and convention and conference comes back, and there's several years of booking momentum that we think will help that stock. Wabtec, which is a freight, train, and transit car producing company, has been really bumping along the bottom, as you can expect. And we have a strong economy, so there's going to be more freight loadings and volumes are going to be up. The supply chain will start to smooth out, a stimulus package, which includes infrastructure. And on the transit side, people are going to come back to public transportation eventually. Again, several years where you're going to have really strong earnings comparisons. And we think that's a good way to play reopening. But again, many of these stocks, airlines, casinos, hotels, have really had an enormous move. And to get them higher, you need multiple expansion. This market's up, 80% from the bottom. And we're talking about very cyclical stocks here. So you have to be discerning when we talk about where to put new money.
So for hotels, if they're more domestic oriented, would that be better? I mean, depending on international, it seems like it could be a year later than domestic.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you look at what has happened recently with those stocks, they a surge from November when we got some positive news on vaccines until about 3-4 weeks ago. Then several of them have come down 10 to 20%. Marriott or Marriott Vacation, both are interesting companies, have paused lately. So you've seen a bit of a skepticism on the part of investors about how much to pay. Yesterday was a big move for all of the reopening stocks, but they have come down, and we're seeing the market broadening. Of course, you saw last week some of the big tech names began to pick up the pace, and they've been weak since September. They've underperformed, and in the last few weeks, starting to see investor interest in, again, Apple, Alphabet, even Amazon got a bid yesterday. Facebook has been very strong. So the market is broadening out away from just cyclicals, value, and reopening, which I think is the only way it can continue to move higher.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.